Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it. And we're going to start with, well, I want to first just do a quick update on the homeless shelter, or the shelter for those in homelessness, which is on Finn Street. The church, First United Methodist, I believe it is the owner of the building. They're the one behind this, working with the city. It will be, when completed, it will be, I believe, run by ServiceNet. They will be the tenant or contracted, however that'll work. But this is just an update on where we are. So it's good news. After several meetings with the city of Pittsfield, state reps, all our officials, and with the state, the church was able to move forward and get the permitting necessary. There's a few things they have to do, but they look to be on track. They're shooting for November to have this completed. So that's really good news. They said the mayor has been incredibly helpful in assisting them with this from the beginning. And she's been great to work with. So that was good to hear too. So that's where we're at with that. And everyone is in full agreement that that shelter has to be up and going coming into winter. We can't go through another season as is. The St. Joe facility is not happening anymore. From what I understood, that's on borrowed time. They're just waiting for them to get into their new building. So that's where we're at on that. And again, that was really good news to hear, and I'll update as that continues. Last night's city council meeting, my God. It was an interesting one, and I have a feeling they're all going to be interesting. This one, there was a few things discussed. For one, I'm going to start with the opening, the public comment section, where everyone in the community has a chance to come up, and you have 3 minutes to speak to the council. President Marchetti's, City Council President Marchetti's least favorite part of the council meetings, and he says he wishes that they would do away with that. If you haven't seen that interview I did with him, he said that in there, and I got why he was saying that, kind of, but I wish we had a community center or another forum for people to speak. Unfortunately, that is one of the only venues for people to speak, so you can't do away with that. I disagree with that, but anyway, it got very heated. The cell tower in Ward 4 was brought up again. And if you saw the last video I did, I don't want anyone to take what I said out of context, but I do stand by what I said as far as I believe none of this had to happen if the mayor had got involved. This fight changed. And what I mean by that is when I first got involved in this, it was a neighborhood that was caught off guard by construction vehicles rolling in one morning. They didn't know what was happening. And they were like, where are all these heavy trucks going? I mean, they had a dead-end street. They didn't understand where all these vehicles were going. And they put in an access road and cut through the woods to put this tower up. The tower was right there. I mean, when I say access road, an entryway. Very, very short piece of land, or small piece of land, but nonetheless, not theirs to do that. They didn't have the legal right to do that. And it caused a huge commotion. The neighbors didn't know what was happening, what was going on. Then they found out, cell tower, what's this about? They started making phone calls to their counselors, and it turned into this Stop the Cell Tower organization. I got wind of it right away. I went up there. I started talking to some of the people, not all of them, but a few of them I got close with. I supported them in the fact that I felt like the way this was permitted wasn't fair, that the residents had a right to go through the process and speak up. And I mean, they took this to court. There were signs put up, Stop the Cell Tower, and it was a big movement that lasted quite some time. And like I said, they went to court a couple times. They lost. And it continued. Whatever, the process was continuing. Then the cell tower went on. And when the cell tower went on, when it went into that phase, the fight changed. Now it wasn't the Stop the Cell Tower organization anymore. Now it was, this is making us sick. And it turned into a whole different thing. And that's where we're at now. What happened was, the Board of Health put a cease and desist out. Verizon countered with a lawsuit. The Board of Health withdrew its cease and desist. Verizon dropped its lawsuit. And the residents feel completely betrayed. And again, I don't blame them. They were lied to. This was dragged out. It was turned into public theater. And again, I will say this from the beginning. If the mayor had got involved, and she still never has, if the mayor had got involved in the beginning, there were issues, enough red flags with the permitting that I think that the city could have moved this back to the ZBA, the zoning board, re-looked at it, and if it was on the up and up, and everything legally was in place, then it would have moved forward. But again, this battle in the beginning was about the notification process. And they wanted 1,600 feet from any dwelling. And I supported all that. I was 100% behind all that. And then it was after the tower was turned on, it turned into a whole thing about non-ionizing radiation, and I don't know anything about all that. And that's a giant conversation, because the whole world runs on cellular technology, basically, and it's a big conversation. Nonetheless, I feel horrible for the people in that neighborhood. That council meeting got so heated that Councilor Marchetti, he seems to be on edge lately. I know he's had a lot in his personal life, but he was just calling recess. Twice he did that. I think the second time you saw Pete White go, no. I mean, it was almost like the councilors were trying to calm the president down. That was strange to me, because he was just cutting people off by calling a recess if they wouldn't be quiet. It got heated. So that was interesting. Another part that really stood out to me, and I'm sure we'll be talking about this cell tower for some time to come. I feel bad for those people. This is on City Hall. But was the nip bottles was a huge issue. I've been talking about that, okay? And what I saw floored me. Councilor Persip, our at-large city councilor, Earl Persip, really went after the liquor store owners as this is their fault. I was in shock. I was in shock. He was saying it's disproportionate in certain neighborhoods. I agree, where there's more people, there's more litter. I get what he was saying, that it's preying on poor people. I was in shock, though. Look, these are businesses. This is the issue with the nip bottles. Everyone has talked about it. I've said it's a problem. And I've said from day one, put a bottle bill on it. Problem solved. But it's got to be statewide. I said that from day one. You can't just pick on one community. Councilor Persip, Councilor Lampiazzi, and I think Councilor Mafuccio supported Pittsfield banning nip bottles, even after some of the liquor store owners told them, look, that's over $2 million a year in revenue and sales. We're going to have to lay off people. You're going to kill our business. And all they have to do is drive to Hancock, Dalton, Lanesboro, anywhere, buy their case of nips, and come back home. You can't, the city council has no damn right going after a product like that and deciding what. Look, the liquor store owners are being proactive with this, organizing trash pickups and doing all these things, saying, hey, we want to be part of the solution. And to get scolded by a city councilor like this is their problem, when they can easily say, we pay our taxes, we pay our fair share, so it's your problem. What are you doing? That's what you're elected to do. Where's the state rep on this if we're talking about a bottle bill? How come our city councilors aren't approaching the state reps saying, hey, we want to try to move forward. We need your help with a bottle bill. You're going to put it on the liquor store owners? That was pathetic. That was horrible. I could not believe it was an attack on the store owners. Well, how about lottery sales? The lottery unbelievably disproportionately preys on poor people and siphons so much out of them, it's disgusting. And the state lottery preys on poor communities. Are we going to go after them? No, politicians like that money. Oh, we need that money. You don't think that the government is got a hand in this? When you look at how much, when you buy alcohol, how much of that is taxes? How much of that is taxes? That's what our counselors should take a look at then. I thought it was a great thing that the store owners who I've been in contact with are willing to take an initiative saying, yes, we sell the product. They're not responsible for people being slobs and littering. So you're going to go after the product. Real smart. That's Pittsfield doing good business right there. Wow, that one really upset me. And I could see it on the faces of some of these store owners that they were being vilified for this. They're the villains. Real nice to Councilor Persip. I'm sorry, that one got me. I mean, and he was angry. He seemed angry about it. And that it was their fault. And he said, where you need to be starting is with the state. Why did they need to be doing that? Instead of saying thank you for being proactive where our government is failing you. Because we don't enforce littering laws and we don't have the staff to do it. But we keep borrowing more and more and more, and we're up to a $200 million a year budget. But what the hell, right? Let's go after the liquor store owners and punish them. Let's go after the business owners on North Street that didn't want the bike lanes. Let's punish them. Let's just keep punishing businesses. It's their fault if they dare speak up. Pathetic. That was pathetic, and I'm sorry that makes me mad. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. And I applaud the counselors that saw it for what it was and said, this is ridiculous. You don't go after the business owners. That's ridiculous. You petition your state legislators and you use your influence as even city politicians to get the ball moving and try to move towards a bottle bill. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. How do you stop them from littering just as many scratch tickets everywhere? I don't know. Let's ask the state that. They sell them. Maybe we could ban them. Oh, no, you can't do that. That's the state. Anyways, today's my birthday. So this is my first birthday where I don't do my breakfast with my dad. Kind of a bummer. Really miss the guy. So anyways, today I'm going to take it easy and probably have a few beers. So that is it for now. I'll be back in the next day or two. To John Kroll, I was going to schedule to do his show. We were going to do a show last night, and I got all messed up. I'm sorry. Sorry, John. But we're going to, I think Sunday, we're getting together for that. All right, that is it for now. Happy birthday again to Margaret Ward. Yesterday was officially her 100th birthday, and she was so cute. I was so happy to meet her. So happy birthday again, Margaret. And everyone, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Keep going to these council meetings. Keep staying engaged, people. Stay engaged. Pay attention. Elections are always right around the corner. And yeah, that's it for now. I'll catch you all in the next day or two.